Good morning, children. Welcome to today's virtual session of 8th Standard Geography. Let us begin the day with the quote Actions speak louder than words. Children, people today make many promises. Unfortunately, many people never keep their promises, which is why others are more likely to trust a person who says little but does a lot. Their actions speak louder than words and are far more valuable. Children, today also I would like to continue the topic humidity and cloud. Still now, in this topic, you have come to know the weather condition, the evaporation, humidity in the air, moisture holding capacity of air, saturation of the air, absolute humidity, relative humidity, condensation or desiccation and sublimation, and also you have got an idea about dew, frost, and fog. Today, I would like to continue the next part of the topic, that is clouds and types of clouds. So, children, it is necessary to open your textbook, page number 20, and listen to me carefully. Children, do you know what is a cloud? A cloud is a visible mass of fine particles of ice and water accumulated around a dust particle in the air at high altitude. So children, clouds are form of condensation at higher elevation. Already you have come to know about condensation. What is condensation? The process of changing of water vapor in the air into water is called condensation or desiccation. So children, clouds are a form of condensation at higher elevation. Because of condensation, fine particles of ice and water float in the air at greater height. They accumulate around dust particles in the air and become larger in size. Their accumulation together is called a cloud. Because of vertical flow of the wind, they flow or float in the atmosphere like a kite which floats in the air. As it moves higher and higher, the clouds too float in the atmosphere because of vertical flow. So children, what is a cloud? Clouds are a form of condensation at higher elevation. Because of condensation, fine particles of ice and water float in the air at a greater height. They accumulate around dust particle in the air and became larger in size. Their accumulation together is called a cloud. Children, do you know why do clouds float in the sky? Condensation occurs around minute particles in the atmosphere. Condensed water or snow particles in the clouds are very fine and almost weightless, and so clouds float in the air. Children, land and water get heated because of the heat of the sun. Air near the surface heats up, rises, and becomes less dense. Hot air rises up. As it goes higher, the temperature of the air reduces and the moisture holding capacity of the air reduces. Children, I have already discussed what is moisture holding capacity. The capacity of the air to hold vapor is known as moisture holding capacity of air. This capacity changes according to the temperature of the air. Air having lower temperatures cannot hold much moisture. As the temperature hold of the air increases, its capacity to hold moisture also increases. Relative humidity keeps increasing. The water vapor in the atmosphere turns into water and snow. This is the dew point level of the air. The level of condensation is determined by the water vapor in the air. Keep in mind that the freezing point is also dependent on the altitude and water vapor. Children, on the screen you can see the a table is given, and in that particular table the types of clouds are written. Cloud types according to international classification. Children, you can see the first three types of clouds. One is cirrus, second is that is cirrostratus, and third is cirrocumulus. These are the high clouds, or these clouds are mainly made up of ice particles. They can be classified into cirrus, cirrocumulus, and cirrostratus. Cirrus clouds are mainly wispy. Children, do you know what is the meaning of the word wispy? Wispy means fine or feathery. Cirrocumulus clouds look like groups of small waves, and cirrostratus are like a bed sheet with wrinkles. Children, next you can see that another two names are given here. One is altostratus and another is altocumulus. Altocumulus and altostratus are the examples of medium clouds. Altocumulus are in the form of layers and have a wave-like structure. They are mostly white in color and have a grey shade. All altostratus are not very thick. The sun can be seen through them as if seen through a milky glass. Next, another some names are given in the table. They are included in lower clouds or low clouds. These consist of five types of clouds. Stratocumulus have layers. Their color is white to earthy. Round cluster of clouds can be here. Stratus clouds also have layers. They are ash colored and their base is uniform. Nimbostratus has thick layers. They are grayish in color and cause continuous rainfall and even snowfall. So, children, mainly three types of clouds you have come to know here: high clouds, medium clouds, and low clouds. High clouds are included cirrus, cirrocumulus, and cirrostratus. Altocumulus and altostratus, they are included in medium clouds, and stratocumulus, stratus, nimbostratus, cumulus, all are the examples of low clouds. Apart from these three types of clouds, another two types of clouds I will explain here. One is cumulus clouds and another is cumulonimbus clouds. Cumulus clouds, these clouds are formed extensively from 500 meter to 6000 meter altitude. The vertical flow of air adds to the formation of these clouds. These are huge and dome shaped. They are grey in color. Cumulus clouds are an indicator of pleasant weather. The vertical expanse of these clouds increases so much that they turn into cumulonimbus clouds and bring rain. The next one, that is cumulonimbus clouds. These are characteristic clouds which are indicators of thunderstorm. These look like huge mountains. They are dense and dark in color. There is thunder accompanied by loud lightning. They bring rain with storm and may sometime bring hailstones, but such a type of rain does not last long. So, children, also you have come to know about cumulus clouds and cumulonimbus clouds.